Well, I guess'n it be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
button.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but
are
not
you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You
right.
don't know what you're doing.
I
For
know
the
perfectly
love
well
of
what I'm doing.
Not that button. Oh, for crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, here it be on Eve of Thanksgiving. Well, not truly the Eve of Thanksgiving, but it be the last time there's going to be a show before Thanksgiving. So this here be kind of our Thanksgiving spectacularity. And, well, we're going to be covering subjects of Thanksgiving, but there's also football. Aye, that seemed to be a big thing for, Thanksgiving. And then there be just food in general, then going shopping for food, and all kinds of craziness. And then there'll be another subject that we touch upon. That there be, you be guessing it, that there be shopping. Black Friday. I think we'll get a little all of that somewhere throughout the day here today, or the evening that it be. If you be hearing things in the background, that just be, well, that be Babushka doing what it is that she does best. That's it. Well, he's making the neighbors thankful that she's not around all the time. That's, I do believe, what she be doing. She's being kind to the neighbors. So, let us kick off this Thanksgiving spectacularity with Haywood Pink's Thanksgiving. Welcome back, me mateys. Welcome back. And I hope you're in for a grand show. We had a grand time last week there at the Frontiers Comic Con and met many a person, and I think we made many a new friends. And I hope that these friends will stay with us, for it be a long journey till we run out of all kinds of humor, jocularity, and frivolity. For that is what we seek for every week as we set sail. So join us as we set sail for humor, jocularity, and frivolity in all of its grand glories.
I wish every day could be Thanksgiving. 365.25 days of the year. Thankful for what we got. Forget about things we're not. I wish every day could be that day. The banks and the post office, they won't be open. So don't you look for that check in the mail. On TV, well, there would be nothing but football. Unless you like watching Bullwinkle float down Broadway. Past the sewage treatment plant onto the expressway. The grandmother's condominium, we ride in our trusty SUV. We'll all shout hooray when she pops a processed turkey in the microwave. Oh, I wish every day could be that day. The banks and the post office, they won't be open. So don't you look for that check in the mail. On TV, well, there would be nothing but football. wish every day could be that day.
When you go to the delicatessen store, don't buy the liverwurst. Don't buy the liverwurst. Don't buy the liverwurst. I repeat what I just said before. Don't buy the liverwurst. Don't buy the liverwurst. Oh, buy the corned beef if you must. The pickled herring you can trust. And the lox puts you in orbit, A-OK. But that big hunk of liverwurst has been there since October 1st. And today is the 23rd of May. So when you go to the delicatessen store, don't buy the liverwurst. Don't buy the liverwurst. Don't buy the liverwurst. It'll make your insides awful sore. Don't buy the liverwurst. Don't buy the liverwurst.
That there be Alan Sherman with Don't Buy the Liver First. Aye. It reminds me of one of the other things that we'll touch on are chickens. Aye, not everyone wants to handle the size of a turkey. The turkeys can be intimidating, powerful creatures. You don't believe so? Well, you should hear about the legends. Aye, the old legends of... Aye, you know the legends. Down in Ohio. They were broadcast so long ago about the day the turkeys tried to take over the city. You don't believe me? Well, I think it's time. I think it's time you heard the legend. If you don't know it, then you better gather around the old radio and listen closely. For this here be the legend of the mighty turkey drop. It was broadcast on WKRP so many years ago. It's all true, every last word of it, or I am not called the captain. Or am I called the captain? Well, we'll listen to it and see how real it must be. They wouldn't put something like that out and not make it true, would they? It is the legend of the WKRP turkey drop. This is why some people prefer chickens for Thanksgiving.
All right, fellow babies, and now it's time to go to our live remote man on the scene at the Pinedale Shopping Mall for the big WKRP turkey giveaway. So, take it away, Les Nessman.
This is Les Nessman, your man on the scene here at the Pinedale Shopping Center where the excitement is mounting. We're here to witness the big WKRP Turkey Thanksgiving giveaway. And I think I hear something now. The crowd is moving out into the parking area. And, oh yes, I can see it now. It's a helicopter. And it's coming this way. It's flying something behind it. I can't quite make it out. It's a large banner. And it says, Happy Thanksgiving. From ladies and gentlemen, what a sight. The copter seems to be circling the parking area now. I guess it's looking for a place to land. No, something just came out of the back of the helicopter. It's a dark object. Perhaps a skydiver plummeting to the earth from only 2,000 feet into the air. Second to the third. There's no parachutes yet. Those can't be skydivers. I can't tell just yet what they are, but... Oh, my God, they're turkeys! Oh, Johnny, can you get this? Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes! One just went through the windshield of a parked car! Johnny, this is terrible. The cars running around, pushing each other? Oh, my goodness! Oh, the humanity! People are running about. The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement. I don't know how much longer the crowd is running for their lives. I think I'm going to step inside. I can't stay out here and watch this any longer. No, I can't go in there. Children are searching for their mothers, and not since the Hindenburg tragedy has there been anything like this. I don't know how much longer I can hold my position. competition here, Johnny. The crowd...
Les, are you there? Les isn't there. Thanks for that on-the-spot report, Les. For those of you who just tuned in, the Pinedale Shopping Mall has just been bombed with live turkey. Film at 11.
Les, are you okay?
I don't know. A man and his 2 children tried to kill me. After the turkeys hit the pavement, the crowd kind of scattered, but some of them tried to attack me. I had to jam myself into a phone booth. Then Mr. Carlson had the helicopter land in the middle of the parking lot. I guess he thought he could save the day by turning the rest of the turkeys loose. Gets pretty strange after that.
No, it gets strange. Yeah, right. No, Les, come on now, tell us the rest.
I really don't know how to describe it. It was like the turkeys mounted a counterattack. It was almost as if they were organized.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Love to eat turkey. Turkey's so great. I wanna eat turkey while I roller skate. Oh, turkey lurkey do. Wanna eat that turkey, 'cause it doesn't make you heavy. Let's eat turkey in my 65 Chevy. Oh, gobble, gobble, geek. Turkey on Thanksgiving is the best time of the year. Tide is a good detergent, so's all temper cheer. Turkey lurkey ding. Well, digging to that turkey, digging deep, then watch your grandfather sleep. Oh, gobble, gobble, geep. We'll eat that turkey on the table or off your lap. My favorite guy on WKRP is Venus Flytrap. I love to eat a white meat. I love to eat dark. I hear George Wentz underwear has a huge skid mark. Whoa! Turkey lurkey pew. They say Sprint's rates are cheaper than MCI. It's your best buy. Oh, gobble, gobble, guy. Take it, big man. Gonna eat that turkey as much as I can. I heard Sigourney Weaver is really a man. Whoa, whoa. Take it now, Kevin.
Turkey lurkey do, turkey lurkey ding. Still can't believe the lady cut off that guy's thing. That turkey lurkey, ouch.
Well, gobble, gobble, gee. Gobble, gobble, gay. Have a good turkey day. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, America.
That here be Adam's handler as Bruce Springsteen singing Happy Thanksgiving. Now, we be cutting a commercial and we'll return with a more grand stuff be it footballs or foods or Thanksgivings or something about chickens or turkeys. Get it all be happening here on the Captain's Quarters. Don't be forgetting you can be calling 323 Heave-Ho. Be getting in them our requests. And I have not been deciding if we start doing some Christmassy music next weekend or if we wait until December 1st. Aye, it's a grand decision that must be played out properly. But if we get requests for some Christmassy music, it will be played as all requests are played. That's a request line, 323 Heave-Ho. They'll be calling us on 323-432-8346. And for the kids in the back, I do not always be understanding. That's 1-323-432-8346. A vintage commercial, then the proper sponsors that help pay for the shenanigans that the crazy woman be up to.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
50 to 60 years ago, people were introduced to peanut butter for the first time. They looked it over carefully. The daring and courageous bought it. Well, children loved it. But Ma and Pa were more critical. They discovered it had several drawbacks. It became oily and sticky and didn't stay fresh very long. It was rather hard to digest. It didn't taste like peanuts. Grown-ups never became peanut butter fans until 1933, when a new kind of peanut butter started to appear in grocery stores. It looked different. It smelled different. It tasted different. It had practically nothing in common with the old-style product.
Squatch Den.
Hey, la chingada! Hey, man, look it over here!
Oh, wow, man. Oh, is that? Oh, wow, man. Check it out, man. Is that a vinyl store? Totally awesome, man. I haven't seen a vinyl store in a long time, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, everything's gone digital, man. Totally bummer, dude.
Hey, man, let's go in. Let's check it out, man. This could be really cool.
Hey, yeah, come on, man.
Hey, man, this is really awesome.
Oh, wow, man. This is far out, man. Look at all the shirts, man.
Hey, man, yeah, look at the music. They got vinyl, they got CDs. Hey, man, they even got cassettes. That's gonna go well with my lowrider, man.
Yeah, man. Oh. And look at all the shirts, man. Ain't no tie-dyes, but they're totally awesome, man.
Hey, man, yeah, there are band shirts. New band shirts. Hey, we need some new band shirts, man. Oh, our stuff is old, man.
Man, you're totally right, man. Oh, this stuff's all like from 2000 on up. Man, these is totally... I never even heard of some of these bands, but they look awesome, man.
Hey, they're playing them in the background here, man. They are awesome.
And check it out, man. They do photography. We got some pictures we can do.
Hey, man, we can show them some pictures.
Yeah, man.
My name is Ash. I'm the owner of the Squatch Den, located at 2082 College Avenue in Elmira Heights, New York, right across from Edison High, and we are open daily, Monday through Sunday, 12 to 6.
Squatch Den.
All music, all the time.
Every year it seems that we lose one house or another to the inevitability of the thing called the football. Aye, that's just be the way it has been for many a year, and hopefully will continue for many a year on. And that's what a football widow or widower. not always is it the man who likes to take over and watch all the football games on Thanksgiving. Now, it'd be George Carlin's turn to tell us about football, but also the concepts between football versus baseball.
I'd like to talk a little bit about baseball and football. Starting with baseball. Baseball is different from any other sport in a lot of different little ways. For instance, in most sports, you score points or you score goals. In baseball, you score runs. In most sports, the ball or the object is put in play by the offensive team. In baseball, the defense puts the ball in play, and only the defensive team is allowed to touch the ball. In fact, in baseball, if an offensive player touches the ball intentionally, he's out. Also, most sports, the team is run by a coach. In baseball, the team is run by a manager. And only in baseball does the manager or the coach have to wear the same uniform the players do. Can you picture Bill Parcells in his New York Giants uniform? Now, baseball and football are different from one another in other kind of interesting ways, I think. First of all, baseball is a 19th century pastoral game. Football is a 20th century technological struggle. Baseball is played on a diamond, in a park, the baseball park. Football is played on a gridiron in a stadium, sometimes called Soldier Field or War Memorial Stadium. Baseball begins in the spring, the season of new life. Football begins in the fall when everything is dying. In football, you wear a helmet. In baseball, you wear a cap. Football is concerned with downs. What down is it? Baseball is concerned with ups. Who's up? Are you up? I'm not up. He's up. In football, the specialist comes in to kick. In baseball, the specialist comes in to relieve someone. In football, you receive a penalty. In baseball, you make an error. Whoops. Football has hitting, clipping, spearing, blocking, piling on, late hitting, unnecessary roughness, and personal fouls. Baseball has the sacrifice. Football is played in any kind of weather. Rain, sleet, snow, hail, mud. Can't read the numbers on the field, can't read the yard markers, can't read the players' numbers. The struggle will continue. In baseball, if it rains, we don't come out to play. I can't come out to play. It's raining out. Baseball has a 7th inning stretch. Football has the 2-minute warning. Baseball has no time limit. We don't know when it's going to end. We might have extra innings. Football is rigidly timed, and it will end even if we have to go to sudden death. In baseball, during the game in the stands, there's kind of a picnic feeling. Emotions may run high or low, but there's not that much unpleasantness. In football, in the stands during the game, you can be sure that at least 27 times you are perfectly capable of taking the life of a fellow human being. Preferably a stranger. And finally, the objectives of the two games are totally different. In football, the object is for the quarterback, otherwise known as the field general, to be on target with his aerial assault, riddling the defense by hitting his receivers with deadly accuracy, in spite of the blitz, even if he has to use the shotgun. With short bullet passes and long bombs, he marches his troops into enemy territory, balancing this aerial assault with a sustained ground attack which punches holes in the forward wall of the enemy's defensive line. In baseball, the object is to go home and to be safe. I hope I'll be safe at home. Safe at
home. Well, the season's finally here, and the players hit the field. And every man feels like a boy, and every wife could kill. He's been buying beer since August, running hot and running cold. And 30 friends are on alert, that's all the den'll hold. 'Cause he's the armchair quarterback, he's full of beer and he's full of snacks, the all-American man.
With a cool one in his hand.
Yeah, the armchair quarterback, he's kinda fun and he's kinda fat, the all-American man.
With a cool one in his hand.
Well, if you stand and block the screen, you may just lose your life. And that goes for all 30 friends and 30 friends' wives. And then the den falls silent, we just need a yard or two. They wouldn't change that channel now if the Rockettes came on nude. The announcer agrees with the referee, but the den does not at all. And 30 fists are clenched and hate and pound upon the wall. Why, any fool could see he made that first down when he dived. If Howard Cosell came in now, he'd never get out alive. 'Cause he's the armchair quarterback, he's full of beer and he's full of snacks, the all-American man.
With a cool one in his hand.
The wives are all disgusted, and they're meeting in the yard, on their way to wear the numbers off our credit cards. He's got his 6-year-old son Billy sitting on the floor, watching college wrap-up and writing down the scores. And there stands Uncle Andy, bending empty cans. For God's sake, Andy, get that cool one out of Billy's hand. Well, what do you know? It's halftime. Where's your bathroom? Tell me, please. Don't go outside, 'cause the neighbor's dog's biting everything you see. If they can make it through the Super Bowl, well, she'll be happy then, 'cause she'll get back her TV and he'll give up the den. He'll be tired and incoherent, and he will not know his name, but he'll lift one eyelid just to say, "Wake me up for the All-Star game."
With a cool one in his
Broken pretzels in the rug, the beer cans could be worse. She'll clean it up tomorrow and dread September 1st, when once again, oh, the season's finally here, and the players hit the field, and every man feels like a boy, and every wife could kill. He's been buying beer since August, running hot and running cold, and 30 friends are on alert, that's all the den'll hold. He's the armchair quarterback, he's full of beer and he's full of snacks, the all-American man. Yeah, the armchair quarterback.
Let us be going from Ray Stevens' armchair quarterback to Motive Bluesman Thomas's Herbert, the homicidal turkey.
Now, you all know all the standard holiday stories, but let this old blues man tell you a tale you ain't never heard. This here's the story of Herbert, the homicidal turkey. Let's light her up, boys. Tired of being eaten, he was fed up to here. Knocked over a gun shop and loaded with gear. He's leaving this world on a wing and a prayer. Talk about guts, he had giblets to spare. The things I've seen you won't believe. I'm talking Herbert, the homicidal turkey. A gobbling fool with feathers a flying. If he could go like this, then it don't mind dying. With bullets and bombs, it was a mean turkey run. Like Arnold and Stallone rolled into one. People were scared, they started to flee from Herbert, the homicidal turkey. Stole a gold Cadillac, police gave chase. No holiday parade, it was a crazy race. No mistaking, he knew the score. Outrunning the law with a 4 on the floor. tires were screeching was a sight to see. That Herbert, the homicidal turkey. This bird weren't stuffed, but he was a-packing. Police were mad that bird was attacking. They shot at his wheels with all they had, run afoul of the law, and that was bad. End of the day, it was destiny for Herbert, the homicidal turkey. His ride caught fire, that cattle was toasted. He was afraid that he would be roasted. Jumped out of that car, took his final stand, raised a wing and flipped the bird at the man. They tackled and knocked him off his feet. Poor Herbert, the homicidal turkey. They locked him away in the poultry asylum, but he busts out to keep turkeys from frying. Making your holiday menu plan, better stick to chicken or maybe canned spam. You hear knocking, wonder who could it be? It's just Herbert, the homicidal turkey. Now, who's that at the door? Oh, hello, Herbert. I was just singing about you. Oh, no, nothing bad, I swear. But I'd love to have you for dinner. I mean, would you like to have dinner with me? Maybe we could just eat some tofu.
We'll be cutting a commercial or something. We'll be right back with something very special for you.
When last we left our courageous duo, they were off on a shopping foray, seeking out injustice.
Oh, goody, Sidekick! You're here! Right where I left you! The latest Beetle Bailey came in for me, and great Scott! What den of dastardly villainy has just popped up and now lays just beneath our very noses?
What? Where?
Right there! That duplicitous den of demagoguery, and it must be writhing with evil. For to hide that very reality, the villains made it bright pink, with really cute cupcakes painted on it too!
Do you mean Bee's Sweets? The sweetest place in town? They've been there for months. I go there all the time while I wait for you, because you won't let me in the Heroes.
We'll need to figure out how to sneak in there and discover what depths their nefarious plans have coalesced to. We may need disguises.
We don't need to break in. We can just walk right in through the front door. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're not evil, not at all. Make any kind of artistic cake you can think of, and they taste great. Make all kinds of incredible pastries, too. And the macarons are always changing and beautiful as well as delicious. You can even find the flavors of the day by going to their Facebook page at Bee's Sweets.
Bee's Sweets, huh? A strange name for a villainous hideout. Come, Sidekick, let us go forth and further investigate this domicile of pinkness.
Tune in next time as our cake adventurers find themselves trapped with nowhere to run and are forced to decide between delicious macarons or delectable cupcakes, or face the wrath of the bakery delights from which no man can resist.
Bee's Sweets. It's the pink building located at 121 West 14th Street in the Elmira Heights, directly across from Heroes Comics. They're not evil, not at all.
There are two things you hear every year for Thanksgiving, that without them they don't seem to feel quite right. And one be the legend of the mighty turkey drop, recorded there by WKRP so long ago. True story, I'm sure of it, a true story. Now here's another true story. Aye, that'd be right, without this one, Thanksgiving just don't feel the same. Arlo Guthrie now with Alice's Restaurant. This be the 30-year Massacre Revisited version. As awesome as the first, but a little more thrown in for fun.
You might have heard this before. I know I have. 'Cause this song is called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice and the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant was never the name of a restaurant. that was always just the name of this song. And I guess that's probably why I still call this song Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. I wasn't gonna sing the song tonight, or this decade, but I realized sometime earlier this year that it had been 26 years since this come out as a movie, and it was 2 years before that it came out as a record, and it was 2 years ago on the record, which means it was like 30 Thanksgivings ago, 30 years ago on Thanksgiving, when my friend and I decided to go up and visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice didn't used to live in a restaurant. She used to live in the church nearby the restaurant, in the bell tower, with her husband Ray and Facha the dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they used to have a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. Seeing as how they took out all of the pews and having all that room, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time. We got up there, found the place was filled with garbage, and we decided it'd be a friendly gesture for us to take the garbage down to the town dump. So we took the half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus, took shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on toward the town dump. We got there, and there was a sign, a chain across the road, and the sign said, "Closed on Thanksgiving." We had never heard of a dump closed on Thanksgiving before. And so with tears in our eyes, we drove off into the sunset, looking for another place to put the garbage. And we didn't find one, till we come to a side road. And off of the side road there was a 15-foot cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff there was another pile of garbage. We decided that one big pile would be better than two little ones, and rather than bring that one up, we decided to throw ours down. That's what we did. Drove back to the church, had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning, when we got a phone call from Officer Obie. He said, "Kid, we found your name on an envelope at the bottom of a half a ton of garbage. Just wanted to know if you had any information about it." And I said, "Yes, sir, Officer Obie. I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under that garbage." It was after speaking to Obie for about 45 minutes on the telephone that we finally arrived at the truth of the matter. And Obie said we had to go down and pick up the garbage, and we also had to go down and talk to him at the police officer station. Now, friends, there was only one of two things that Obie could have done at the police officer station. The first thing was he could have given us a medal for being so brave and honest on the telephone, which wasn't very likely. Hey, we didn't expect it. And the other possibility was that he could have bawled us out and told us never to be seen driving garbage around the vicinity again, which is what we expected. But when we got to the police officer station, there was a third possibility that we hadn't counted on. And we was both immediately arrested, handcuffed, and I said, "Obie, I don't think I can pick up the garbage with them handcuffs on." He said, "Shut up, kid. Get in the back of the patrol car." And we sat in the back of the patrol car and drove to the, quote, "scene of the crime," unquote. Friends, I want to tell you about the town of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, where this was happening. They got 3 stop signs, 2 police officers, and 1 police car. But when we got to the scene of the crime, there was 5 police officers and 3 police cars, being the biggest crime of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in the newspaper story about it, and they was using up all kinds of cop equipment they had hanging around the police officer station. They was taking plaster, tire track, footprints, dog smelling prints. They They took 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. They took pictures of the approach, the getaway, the northwest corner and the southwest corner, and that's not to mention the aerial photography. And it was after the ordeal we went back to the jail. Obie said he was going to put us in a cell. He said, "Kid, I'm going to put you in a cell. Give me your wallet and your belt." And I said, "Obie, I can understand you wanting my wallet, so I don't have any money to spend in the cell, but what do you want my belt for?" And he said, "Kid, we don't want any hangings." And I said, "Obie, did you think I was going to hang myself for littering?" Obie said he was making sure and friends Obie was, 'cause he took out the toilet seat so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown. Took out the toilet paper so I couldn't bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the window, slide down the roll, have an escape and get away. Obie was making sure all right. And it was about 4 or 5 hours later that Alice, remember Alice? This is still the song about Alice. And anyway, Alice come by and with a few nasty words to Obie on the side, she bailed us out of jail. We went back to the church, had another Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning, when we all had to go to court. We walked in, sat down. Obie come in with the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us, and he sat down. A man come in. He said, "All rise!" And we stood up, and Obie stood up with the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures, and the judge walked in with a CNI dog. Sat down. We sat down. Obie looked at the CNI dog, and then at the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures, and looked at the CNI dog. And Obie began to cry, because Obie come to the realization that this was a typical case of American blind justice, and there was no way the judge was going to look at the 27 8x. Well, it didn't matter, because we was fined $25 each, and we had to pick up the garbage in the snow. But that's not really what I come to talk about so much. I just thought I'd mention it, because I know there's probably some people sitting here tonight thinking this is some kind of nostalgic ballad or something, and I hope so. Never know, they still got that building down in New York City on Whitehall Street, and others like it all around America, and that's where you used to have to go get injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, and selected. And I remember I had to go in there one morning a long time ago for a physical examination. So I got good and drunk the night before, 'cause I wanted to feel my best when I went in that morning. I mean, I wanted to feel, I wanted to look, I wanted to be like the all-American kid. And when I went in that morning, I was hung down, I was brung down, I was hung up. I was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking things. I walked in, I sat down. Give me a piece of paper. Said, "Kid, see the psychiatrist, room 604. I went up there. I said, "Shrink, I want to kill. I want to kill. I want to see blood and gore and guts and veins in my teeth. Eat dead bird bodies. I mean, kill. Kill, kill, kill." And I started jumping up and down, yelling, "Kill, kill." And he started jumping up and down with me. And we was both jumping up and down, yelling, "Kill, kill, kill, kill." Till the sergeant come over, pinned the medal on me, sent me down the hall, said, "You're our boy." I didn't feel real good about it. I proceeded on down the hall, getting more injections, inspections, and all kinds of stuff that they was doing to me at the thing there. I was there for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I was there for a long time, going through all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things. They was inspecting, injecting every single part of me, and they was leaving no parts untouched. But I proceeded through until I finally come to see the very last man. I walked up. I said, "What do you want to see me about?" He said, "Kid, we only have one more question. Have you ever been arrested?" And I told him the story of Alice's Restaurant Massacre with 5-part harmony, full orchestration, all kinds of the phenomenon. He stopped me right there. He said, "Kid, did you go to court?" And I told him the story of the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and the paragraph on the back of each one. He stopped me again. He said, "Kid, I want you to go over, sit down on that bench that says Group W. Now, kid." Over there. Group W. Group W is where they used to put you if you may not have been moral enough to join the army. After committing your special crime, there was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly looking people on the bench. There was mother rapers and father stabbers. And father rapers? I mean, there was father rapers sitting there on the bench next to me. I mean, he was mean, nasty, ugly, horrible, crime-fighting guys. And the meanest, ugliest, nastiest one, the meanest father raper of them all, was coming over to me, and he sat down next to me and said, "Kid, what'd you get?" I said, "I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $25 and pick up the garbage." He said, "Kid, what was you arrested for?" I said, "Littering." And they all moved away from me on the bench there until I said, "And creating a nuisance." And then they all come back and shook my hand, and we had a great time on the bench talking about crime, mother stabbing, father raping. We were smoking cigarettes and all kinds of stuff, having a good time. Till the sergeant come over, had some paper in his hand. He held it up. He went like this. He said, "Kids, this piece of paper's got 37 words for them sentences. One no time to crime, detail crime, and got a thing to say, pretend tune about the crime, the rest of his name, kind of thing got to say." And he talked for 45 minutes, but nobody understood a word he said. But we had fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench. And I wrote down the massacre like I was supposed to, and I put down my pencil, turned over the piece of paper, and there on the other side of that piece of paper, in the middle of the other side, underlined and capitalized, away from everything else on the other side, read the following words: "Kid, have you rehabilitated yourself?" I went over to the sergeant. I said, "Sergeant, you got a lot of damn gall to ask me if I've rehabilitated myself. I mean, I'm sitting here on the Group W bench. I'm sitting here on the Group W bench because you want to know if I'm moral enough to join the army, burn women, kids, houses, children, villages after being a litter bug." He said, "Kid, we don't like your kind. We're going to send your fingerprints off to Washington. And friends, somewhere in Washington, enshrined in a little folder is a study in black and white of my fingerprints. They're still there. The only reason I'm singing you the song tonight is because you may know somebody in a similar situation sometime. Even some of you could be in a situation like that sometime sooner than you're sitting here thinking about right now. And if you ever find yourself in a situation like that and you don't know what to do, there may be only one thing that, well, there may not actually be a hell of a lot you can do at all. But there's something you can try, and that's to be wherever it is you're supposed to be. You just go down there, you sit there, you ask to see the shrink, you go up there, you say like, "Oh, shrink, excuse me, man, but You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant and walk out. Imagine one person, I mean even today, walking in singing some Alice's restaurant, walking out. They're gonna say, hey, that guy's 30 years too late. Get that guy out of here. Imagine two of them walking in hand, singing in harmony. I don't care what the president says. Unfortunately, to a lot of people, that's still a problem. Imagine three of them. They might think it's some kind of organization or something. And so you can imagine like 50 people, maybe 50 people a day walking in, singing some Alice's restaurant, walking out. Friends, they might think it's a movement. And most of them be too young to know what a movement was. That's what it was. It was the Alice's Restaurant anti-massacre movement. That's what it was, and that's what it is. And I guess that's what it's always gonna be. And all you've got to do to join is to sing it with me as it comes around again on the guitar. With feeling. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. No. You can't start singing loud just at the end if I quit singing. You would have thought after all this time you'd have learned by now. If you want to end war and stuff, you've got to learn to sing loud all the time so people can hear you. Now, I know this is a long song. Believe me, I know how long it is. And even on the record when it come out, it was pretty long. What, 18 minutes, like I said, or something? And I'm not sitting here trying to make it any longer, but I can feel it. I know there's people sitting in this very room tonight that don't believe that songs can change the world, or that songs can change the destiny of nations. I don't blame you. I wouldn't have thought so myself. Of course, I know something that some of you may not know, but I was reminded of it during the last election. See, I remembered back when Jimmy Carter was elected president, because I got an invitation to his inauguration, and I knew I had to go, because I knew it'd be the only one I ever got. Been right so far. But I went down to Washington, D.C. I'm not making this up now. This is real. I went down to Washington, and it's just like you see on TV, people partying and stuff, and everything was fine until along toward evening, somebody come around, tapped me on the shoulder, and I turned around, and it was Chip Carter, the president's son. I said, "Hi, Chip." I recognized him. He was about my age. He said, "Arlo, I've been looking everywhere for you." I said, "Chip, how come?" He said, "Arlo, I've got something very important to tell you." And I said, "Chip, what is it?" He said, "Arlo, we were moving our stuff into the White House, and in the Nixon Record Library, we found a copy of your record, Alice's Restaurant." I looked at Chip Carter. I looked deep into the man's soul. I said, "Chip, was it open?" And in slow motion he nodded, yes, it had been opened. And I want you folks sitting here tonight to know that I did not think about that for a long time. Until just recently when we was all thinking about Richard Nixon when he passed away. And I see some young people here that may not know. See, but Richard Nixon was the president of the United States. And he used to like to tape stuff. I mean, if you can imagine a world before VCRs and cassette decks was everywhere, you can imagine a man who was truly ahead of his time. And he taped everything that went on in the White House, and everything was fine until one day they started playing back the tapes. People found out what was going on in there. But it wasn't anything that was on any tape that got the man in trouble, so much as it was what he had erased from the tapes. And there was one particular famous gap in one of those tapes that I was thinking about one night when I said to myself, "Arlo, How many things in the world are 18 minutes and 20 seconds long? Well, how many things in the world are exactly 18 minutes and 20 seconds long? Probably just a coincidence. But it's good enough for me. So when the song comes around again on the guitar, remember that songs can change the destiny of nations, even if it's only by coincidence. You just have to know the words, have the feeling, and wait for it to come around again on the guitar. You can get anything you want at Alice's Rest, except in Alice. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Da 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 da. At Alice's Restaurant.
I be laughing at every year. Sometimes more than once a year, definitely around here. I hope that most of you listening are worthy of the Group W bench. We'll be cutting a commercial return momentarily.
I want you to go over and sit down on that bench that says Group W. Now, kid! And I walked over to the bench there, and there's Group W is where they put you if you may not be moral enough to join the army after committing your special crime. And
that's him, Herman, the funny-looking one with the mustache.
I'll handle him. Hey, Whipple, you been giving the missus a tough time for squeezing Charmin bathroom tissue?
But we don't squeeze new Charmin in the store.
Yeah.
See, there's a sign.
A sign? Honey, there's a sign.
But, Herman, we can't resist. Charmin's so deep down, squeezably soft. And the soft fragrance is irresistible. Irresistible price, too.
Honey, the sign.
Everyone squeezes new Charmin. Here.
Does smell nice, eh? So soft. But you gotta resist it, honey. You gotta be strong like us guys. Right, Whipple? Oh, Whipple.
Please don't squeeze the Charmin.
New squeezably soft Charmin bathroom tissue from Procter & Gamble. Take it home and squeeze it.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye. Let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a-coming with chips and a drink, too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday. You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the Final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave-Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Well, one thing to keep in mind as the Thanksgivings come true, the Halloweenies come true, and the Christmases come true, that there be a new kind of thing we've learned to laugh about, and that be, the almighty COVID-19. Aye, that be right. And here is a song that was created to, I don't know if it's in memory or ridicule or what it be exactly, but it be funny, it be Thanksgiving, and it's a COVID-19 Thanksgiving song. Once created, they're with us forever. Kind of like, well, it's kind... Well, let's get on with it. Bob Garrett's a COVID-19 Thanksgiving song.
Mashed potatoes and corn on the cob. Pass the gravy and a nasal swab.
Wait. Did you say mashed potatoes with a K?
Uh-huh. It's a COVID-19 Thanksgiving song.
Oh.
So can we start over again?
Hold on. Okay, we're rolling, Bob.
Mashed potatoes and corn on the cob. Pass the gravy and a nasal swab. The jello's jiggling and the butter's soft. You better eat outside if you got a cough. Grandma baked a pumpkin pie. Aunt Mary baked one too. If you can't taste the difference, there's a chance you might have the flu. 2, 3, 4. COVID-19, you ain't welcome here. We got lots of disinfectant and a case of Remdesivir. The yams are candied and the cranberries saucy. Let's give a toast to old Doc Fauci. He tried to warn us not to be lax. Who would have thought that he'd get the axe? 2, 3, 4. COVID-19. You can go back to Wuhan. Here's hoping that a vaccine ain't gonna take us very long. No one wants to sit near Grandpa, 'cause turkey makes him fart. That's another thing we're thankful for. We're all sitting 6 feet apart. When all the food is put away and the dishes washed and clean, we'll spray each other from head to toe with hexachlorophene. 2, 3, 4. COVID-19, I use your name in vain. It's Thanksgiving, everybody. Let's turn on a football game.
But you took me to your nest before it was too late and kept me warm. And you helped me incubate and now you're back. Think you're
There be Gloria Gobbler, but I will survive Thanksgiving. If Gloria Gobbler can survive, you can spend a few moments with your family, and you too can survive. Now we need to delve into the underbelly of Thanksgiving dinners. I'll not just be talking about going to a fast food restaurant, for most of them will be closed, although that would be an improvement over some of what gets served around here. Aye, the crazy bat's gotten quiet, but I fear it's only because she's prepared something. But here we go into the world of Bob Rivers. Bob Rivers with When a Man Loves a Chicken. Safer than a turkey, they say. Still disturbing.
Chicken, hey, I love that chicken. 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 Chicken, hey, I love that chicken.
chicken. Chicken, hey, I love that 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 chicken.
That'll be chicken biscuit with I love that chicken. I was thinking they really play down a heavy-duty bass track on that. Get yourself one of them old fancy boom boxes. Hoist it up on your shoulder and head yourself into a KFC or a Boston Chickie market and see if you can't get yourself a good meal. They might think you got such a groove to ye that they throw you a chickie meal here or there. It's worth a try. If nothing else, you might have some fun. Or they might just think that you're kind of a strange feller or madam that likes to enjoy, they love chickens. Well, let's be going right into something else. Oh, it'll be a good one. It'd be Andy Griffith's football story.
It was back last October, I believe it was. We was going to hold a tent service off at this college town, and we got there about dinner time on Saturday. And different ones of us thought that we ought to get us a mouthful to eat before that we set up the tent. And so we got off of the truck and followed this little bunch of people through this small little bitty patch of woods there. And we come up on a big sign. It says, "Get something to eat here." And I went up and got me 2 hot dogs and a big orange drink. And before that I could take every mouthful of that food, this whole raft of people come up around me and got me to where I couldn't eat nothing, and I dropped my big orange drink. I did. Well, friends, they commenced to move, and they want so much that I could do but move with them. Well, we commenced to go through all kinds of doors and gates, and I don't know what all, and I looked up over one of them, and it says North Gate. And we kept on going through there, and pretty soon we come up on a young boy, and he says, "Ticket, please." And I says, "Friend, I don't have a ticket. I don't even know where it is that I'm going." I did. Well, he says, "Come out as quick as you can." And I says, "I'll do her. I'll turn right around the first chance I get." Well, we kept on moving through there, and pretty soon everybody got where it was that they was a-going, because they parted and I could see pretty good. I could. And what I seen was this whole raft of people a-setting on these 2 banks and a-looking at one another across this pretty little green cow pasture. Well, they was. And somebody had took and drove white lines all over it and drove posties in it and I don't know what all. And I looked down there and I seen 5 or 6 convicts a-running up and down and a-blowing whistles. They was. And then I looked down there and I seen these pretty girls a-wearing these little bitty short dresses and a-dancing around. And so I sat down and thought I'd see what it was that was going to happen. I did. And about the time I got set down good, I looked down there and I seen 30 or 40 men come running out of one end of a great big outhouse down there. They did. And everybody where I was a-setting got up and hollered. And about that time, 30 or 40 come running out of the other end of that outhouse, and the other bank full, they got up and hollered. And I asked this fellow that was sitting beside of me, I says, "Friend, what is it that they're hollering for?" Well, he whopped me on the back and he says, "Buddy, have a drink." Well, I says, "I believe I will have another big orange." And I got it and sat back down. And when I got down there again, I seen that them men had got in 2 little bitty bunches down there. They had rail close together. And they voted. They did. They voted and elected 1 man apiece. And them two men come out in the middle of that cow pasture and shook hands like they hadn't seen one another in a long time. And then a convict come over to where they was a-standing, and he took out a quarter, and they come insta odd man right there. They did. Well, after a while, I seen what it was that there's odd manning for. It was that both bunches full of them men wanted this funny-looking little pumpkin to play with. They did, and I know, friends, that they couldn't eat it because they kicked it the whole evening and it never busted. But anyhow, what I was a-telling was that both bunches full wanted that thing, and one bunch got it, and it made the other bunch just as mad as they could be. And friends, I seen that evening the awfulest fight that I have ever seen in my life. I did. They would run at one another and kick one another and throw one another down and stomp on one another and grind their feet in one another and I don't know what all. And just as fast as one of them would get hurt, they'd tote him off and run another one. Well, they'd done that as long as I sat there. But pretty soon, this boy that had said, "Ticket, please," he come up to me and he says, "Friends, you're going to have to leave because it is that you don't have a ticket." And I says, "Well, all right." And I got up and left. And I don't know, friends, to this day what it was that there's a-doing down there, but I have studied about it. And I think that it's some kindly of a contest where they see which bunchful of them men can take that pumpkin and run from one end of that cow pasture to the other without either getting knocked down or stepping in something.
Aye. Aye, we'll be cutting a commercial right about now. When we return, it shall be the final 40. That's where we hand the show over to ye, and ye direct where it be gone. Now, we mostly played up our requests from last week, and I think we have one in the archives if we haven't lost it. Where it be, we'll find it before we go, but we can also go to the phone lines. That'd be right. We have 323-HEAP-HO. 323-HEAP-HO. That's 323-432-8346. Or you can also request music from the Book of Pace. That'd be right, the Book of Pace. Go to the Captain's Quarters, 106.5. Just type it all right in there. The Captain's Quarters, 106.5. And you can join us there on the Book of Pace. And you can also be doing the same thing for the two of you, the Captain's Quarters, 106.5, for encore presentations of the Captain's Quarters.
Hi, kids.
Hi, Pedro.
Kids, let's all sing the Keds song. If you want shoes with lots of pep,
Get Keds, kids, Keds.
or bounce and zoom in every step,
Get Keds, kids, Keds.
you'll be a champion with style. Hit that ball a half a mile. They're tough, they last a long, long while. Keds, kids, Keds. There's a pair of smart youngsters. Hi, kids.
Hi, Kedzo.
Say, why do you kids wear Keds?
So I can run faster and jump farther. So I can win more often.
Right. Always look for the label big and blue.
Keds, kids, Keds.
That spells out U.S. Keds for you.
Keds, kids, Keds.
Those shockproof arches sure are neat. The right support for growing feet. So be a champion athlete. Keds, kids, Keds. Product of United States Rubber.
Squatch Den.
Hey, la chingada! Hey, man, look it over here! Oh, wow, man. Oh, is that? Oh, wow, man. Check it out, man. Is that a vinyl store? Totally awesome, man. I haven't seen a vinyl store in a long time, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, everything's gone digital, man. Totally bummer, dude. Hey, man. Let's go in. Let's check it out, man. This could be really cool. Hey, yeah, come on, man. Hey, man, this is really awesome. Oh, wow, man. This is far out, man. Look at all the shirts, man. Hey, man, yeah, look at the music. They got vinyl, they got CDs. Hey, man, they even got cassettes.
That's gonna go well with my lowrider, man.
Yeah, man. Oh. And look at all the shirts, man. Ain't no tie-dyes, but they're totally awesome, man.
Yeah, man, yeah, they're all band shirts. New band shirts. Hey, we need some new band shirts, man. Oh, our stuff is old, man.
Man, you're totally right, man. Oh, this stuff's all like from 2000 on up. Man, these is totally... I never even heard of some of these bands, but they look awesome, man.
Hey, they're playing them in the background here, man. They are awesome.
And check it out, man. They do photography. We got some pictures we can do.
Hey, man, we can show them some pictures.
Yeah, man.
My name is Ash. I'm the owner of the Squatch Den, located at 2082 College Avenue in Elmira Heights, New York, right across from Edison High, and we are open daily, Monday through Sunday, 12 to 6.
Squatch Den.
All music, all the time.
Well, here he be, the final 40. Final 40 minutes of the show, hand it over to ye. Now, let us find out what lies behind door number 1. Be it a hole that goes right into the bottom of the ocean, or a grand masterful request for a song that will leave us all uplifted and excited. I'm expecting to get our feet a tad bit wet. Right to the phone lines we shall go.
While riding in my Chrysler van, a song came into mind. Beep, 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 beep. I'd like to hear beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. While riding in my Cadillac, what to my surprise, a little Nash Rambler was following me about 1/3 my size. The guy must have wanted to pass me out as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. I pushed my foot down to the floor to give the guy the shake, but the little Nash Rambler stayed right behind. He still had on his brake. He must have thought his car had more guts as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. My car went into passing gear and we took off with gust. Soon we were doing 90, must have left him in the dust. When I peeked in the mirror of my car, I couldn't believe my eyes. The little Nash Rambler was right behind. I think that guy could fly. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. Now we're doing 110. This certainly was a race. For a Rambler to pass a caddy would be a big disgrace. The guy must have wanted to pass me out. He kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. Now we're doing 120 as fast as I could go. The Rambler pulled alongside of me as if we're going slow. The fella rolled down his window and yelled for me to hear, "Hey buddy, how can I get this car out of second gear?"
All right, I wanted to kick this off with a little song that about a place that means a lot to me. I know these are troubled economic times, and this is a song about a place that's helped me out a lot. Here we go. Well, never really had a lot of money in the bank. It's hard to pay the mortgage and fill the gas tank. That's why I want to take a little time to thank God for the dollar store. If you want to buy cheap stuff, you're in luck. Fill up the cart and go dumping in the truck. It's a place that you go if you only got a buck. Thank God for the dollar store. Well, I got baby wipes, I got a baby rattle, some gum and a kite and a ping pong paddle, SOS pads and a box of fiddle faddle. Thank God for the dollar store. Y'all know what fiddle faddle is? Okay. It's like a poor man's Cracker Jack. Come on, people. Well, you can buy shampoo and cheap blue jeans, peanut butter crackers, and a can of beans. You can feed a whole family for not a lot of green. You can buy a rake or a garden gnome, dog food, fingernail polish, and a comb. And the toys always break by the time you get them home. That's the truth. Thank God for the dollar store. Well, I got me a knife, I got some popsicles, a ring for my wife, and a big jar of pickles. You'd be amazed what you get for 20 nickels. Thank God. That's $1, sir. 20 nickels. You get, okay. You were homeschooled, weren't you? I knew. I said you'd be amazed what you get for 20 nickels. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, thank God for the dollar store. All
right. That there be Tim Hawkins' Dollar Store. Now we get requested from the Mail of He, or be it but the Book of Haste. There be Weird Al Yankovic, Rye, or the Kaiser. Very Thanksgiving-y kind of thing, I do believe.
Put up a fight, you can have your roast beef on the rye.
Kaiser. The Rye of the Kaiser. The Rye of the Kaiser.
Good girl shop, bad girl shop, shopping, shopping from A to Z. Good girl shop, bad girl shop, shopping, 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 shop, shopping. I went shopping with a list from A to Z. Everything I needed for a happy family. Walk through the doors, get the box for a smile. Grab the silver buggy and I boogie down the aisle. I got A, apple, B, banana, C, chili, D, dog food. Snapped up the frozen food, chicken pot pie. Rolling to the produce with the fruits I better buy. Satisfied the munchies with an open bag of chips. Lady with the sample says, right with this dip. It's good with E, eggplant, F, fish, G, garlic, A, hairspray, I, ice, J, junk food, K, ketchup, L, liver. Go shopping from A to Z. I go shopping, shopping from A to Z. I go shopping. From A to Z, I go shopping, 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 shop, shopping. Good girl shop, bad girl shop, shopping. Standing in line and the chick said to me, if you wanna cash a check, I need 2 pieces of ID. Someone stole my coupon, so I said, forget the flour. He copied down my number, said I'll call you in an hour. M, matzah, N, nuts, O, onion, P, pizza, Q, quiche, R, relish, S, soap, T, tuna. I go shopping from A to Z. I go shopping, shopping from A to Z. I go shopping from A to Z. I go shopping, 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 shop, shopping. U, onion, V, veal, W, wiener, X, nothing, Y, yam, Z, zipper. Oh no! I've lost my list! Oh, I wonder if I forgot anything. Oh, let's see what was. A, apple, C, banana, C, chili, D, dog food, E, eggplant, F, fish, G, garlic, H, hairspray, I, ice, J, junk food, K, ketchup, L, liver, M, matzah, N, nuts, O, onion, P, pizza, Q, quiche, R, relish, S, soap, T, tuna, U, onion, V, veal, W, wiener, egg, nothing, Y, yam, Z, zipper. I go shopping from A to Z. I go shopping, shopping from A to Z. I go shopping from A to Z. I go shopping, 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 shop, shopping. Good girl shop, bad girl shop, shopping, shopping. Good girl shop, bad girl shop, shopping. I go shopping from A to Z. I go shopping, shopping from A to Z. I go shopping from A to Z. I go shopping, 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 shop, shopping. Good girl shop, bad girl shop, shopping.
There we told him, Hazel, shopping from A to Z. That was back from 1983. Now, what be so fascinating about that is how it makes us think about Black Friday. But more fascinating than that was who it was requested by. I was requested by Mr. Brian Stahl. He begged me, Mr. Brian Stahl from 94 Rock, our sister station, 94 Rock. Hi. He came over to the studio and said, can you please, old Captain, me Captain, please, please, please play Tony Basil's shopping from A to Z. I said, I see what I could do just for him. He's a nice feller. He's just a little touched in the head. And we like that. Now, back to the phone lines.
Waluigi, want to hear? I wanna win.
You will play it for Waluigi. Say it now. Wah, wah. I want to wah. Thank you. Wah.
I wear purple cause I wear. You cheat me, I cheat you back. Talent something that you lack cause I wear. But what does a whammy? Play me in a tennis match, I'll take you down cause you are trash. Wish we could settle this in smash cause I always wear. I'll fill you with such disdain. Mischief is my middle name. I'm here to wreak some havoc. Makes me feel so ecstatic. They always get in my way, but today I'll make them pay. Cause I win. I'm Waluigi, I just wanna win. You can't defeat me cause I'll always win. Someone tall and lanky, swipe me right. If you tell me that I'm cranky, then I'll start a fight. Cause I know what I'm doing, watch me spoofing. Think about another way, you'll be a loser. No time for confusion, my evil plan is brewing. Consider your happiness downright ruined. I'll fill you with such disdain. Mischief is my middle name. Don't call me second banana, I'll make you cry to your nana. They always ruin my day, but today I'll make them pay. Cause I win. Who's that guy? What's his name? Hope he doesn't come my way. Who's that guy? Or is he? Or it's that loser Luigi? He's a knockoff of me. Shut up for where? Don't nobody cheat again. I don't care how your day's been. Cross me and I'll mess you up. I'm not in the mood, so please shut up. I'm Waluigi, I just wanna win. Look at me win. You can't defeat me cause I'll always win. It's Waluigi time.
Bubba Lubba Dub Dub! Play something. Somebody play something. Wait a minute, what? Put your right foot forward and your left foot back and slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light.
It's the Rick dance. It's the Rick dance.
Slow Mobius, hit me with the clock beat.
It's the Rick dance.
Wait a minute, what? Bubba Lubba Dub Dub! Put your right foot forward and your left foot back and slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light. Look up into the light.
It's the Rick dance. It's the Rick dance.
Oh, baby, hit me with the clock beat.
Let's see.
Bubba Lubba Dub Dub! Put your right foot forward and your left foot back and slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light. Look up into the light.
It's the Rick dance. It's the Rick dance.
Rick Dance! Oh, man!
What the hell was that? I thought those crystals were supposed to help us get home or something!
What? No, I can get us home whenever I want to. But listen, speaking of those crystals, can I get the rest of them? I'm starting to come down, Morty. Crystal Calaxian is a really strong but fleeting high.
That's what I think of your crystals, Rick!
Oh, Morty, you idiot! Does anybody else have any more Kalax? Bird person? Squanchy?
Don't squanch at me! All right, everybody! Party is officially over! Rick, take us home now!
All right, fine, Morty. You party pooper, buzzkill. Boo!
Boo!
Morty
You
sucks.
suck, whatever your name is!
Morty, you're the worst, Morty.
These gears...
That there be the Rick Dance from Rick and Morty. It's the extended version, only found here on the captain's quarters. And if you find it somewhere else, it's only because they've purloined it from us, which I can fully appreciate. I think I should at least get a little recognition for having helped it come along, but piratey is piratey. Fear not, for we'll purloin something from them at some point in time or another. Fair is only fair. We cut a commercial. We return momentarily.
Back to present ancient Chinese pantomime, just for fun of it, Jello Tonight. Back to present small Chinese type baby, waiting for dessert. Chinese mother Bling baby, Jello, famous Western delicacy. Poor Chinese baby. He unable to tell if this Jello is strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, lime, apple, black raspberry, black cherry, or grape. Jello come in all 10 flavors. Poor Chinese baby. But Chinese mother Bling baby, great Western invention. Spoon. Spoon was invented for eating Jello. Baby find this is grape Jello. Deep, dark, delicious new flavor. Chinese baby very happy. So end ancient Chinese pantomime. Is pretty good commercial, no?
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Different parts of Thanksgiving, I think, are also looked at upon by different peoples in different ways. Some peoples see it as an opportunity to reach out and make new friends and maybe new love interests. So, our next couple of requests are along those lines, to some degrees or another. Or maybe they just were requesting these because they wanted to hear them, had nothing to do with Thanksgiving. We'll leave it at that. Barry and the Bookbinders with Too Hot for You.
Oh, wow! There's that hot chick!
Oh, man, is she awesome?
Dude, you gotta ask her out.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't think she...
Come on. The worst she could say is no.
Hey, you're right.
I'm always right.
The worst she could say is no.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it. The worst she could say is no. Hi, we have a homework class together, and I don't know if you've been noticing me or not, but I've been noticing you, and I was wondering if you're not doing anything for Friday night on homecoming, if you'd like to go out with me!
Oh my god, you little geek! Get away before I freak! I'm a babe and you are not! You can't handle what I've got! insecure. I'm too hot, too hot, too hot for you. I've got a bitchin' bod and awesome face. I'm God's gift to the male race. I'm the queen of Babe Supreme, but you'll only see me in your dreams. You ugly, stupid, zit-faced scum. You asked me out, you must be dumb. Well, you can beg until you're blue, but you're not even fit to lick my shoe. I'm too hot, too hot, too hot for you.
Well, what did she say? She didn't say no.
Grew up, still live in a small town in Missouri. It's called Crocker. It's population about 900, give or take. And people are always asking, like, man, how can you live in a town that small? Well, I have advantages you guys don't have. I'll never be the victim of an internet scam. I'm getting set up for my fantasy baseball this year, and an ad pops up for a one-time credit card payment of $99.95. We can send you the links and addresses of 8,000 hot and available women in your town tonight. No, you can't. Incorrect. I understand why people make fun of where I come from. I get it. I know a guy that wants to date his cousin. I know that guy. And he's asked my advice. He goes, man, what do you think? No. Would be my assessment of that. No. And he's all upset, like, well, you know, are you serious, man? Are you serious? He goes, no, it's not what you're thinking. We just have a lot in common. Yeah, like uncles.
Hi there, be Chad Thornsberry with Small Town Living. Now, we had a request, a live request at the show last week. And I was going to be playing it for this week, and well, have you ever recorded something and then you accidentally hit record again and you go and you record over top of that? You know what you end up with? Well, it ain't the first thing that you recorded. That's what you end up with. You're requesting anything that be Irish. Well, I say, hi, I got me an idea. Aye, a fan of the show wanting something Irish. What would be appropriate? I looked through our thing and I said, well, I made a mistake, so I could use a sick note. That'd be right. The Dubliners now with the sick note. Sorry, I accidentally recorded over your request, but I needed to, I wanted to record a show. That's all I can say. Kind of like the old VCR thing where you accidentally recorded over the wedding tape because you wanted to see, what is it, like in living color or something like that. Things like that happen. May not make the old missus happy, but they happen.
Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of me plight. And at the time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. Me body is all black and blue, me face a deathly grey. And I write this note to say why Paddy's not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. Now to throw them down from such a height, it was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he being an awkward sod. He said I'd have to cart them down the ladders in me hod. Now, clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. So I hoisted up a barrel and secured the rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. So when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead. And clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. Well, I shot up like a rocket, till to my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel broke me shoulder as to the ground it sped. And when I reached the top, I banged the pulley with me head, while I clung on tight, though numbed with shock from this almighty blow, and the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now, when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel, and so started down once more. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I sped towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks that were all scattered round. Well, I lay there groaning on the ground. I thought I'd passed the worst, when the barrel hit the pulley wheel, and then the bottom burst. Well, a shower of bricks rained down on me. I hadn't got a hope. As I lay there moaning on the ground, I let go the bloody rope. The barrel then being heavier, it started down once more, and landed right across me as I lay upon the floor. Well, it broke 3 ribs and my left arm, and I can only say that I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not at work today.
There be the Time Lords with Doctor in the TARDIS. Now let us be thinking about things, because we're quickly heading straight into the rocks called the witching hour. One thing we must keep in mind, that if we have any sanity left when we hit the witching hour, it'll tear us to pieces. We must lose whatever sanity we have, and do it quickly. Let's go to Tim Cavanaugh for that solution with an Irish lullaby.
Good night, Shawn Michael. Good night, Rose Colleen. Here's an Irish lullaby to wish you sweet dreams. I pray to St. Patrick to keep you this night. And when you awake to the morning's first light, I pray that you won't have really bad hangovers. Sleep tight, dear mother and dad.
Hey, you didn't be seeing that coming, did ye? Now, I was just thinking, I think we shall start out our Christmassy stuffs next week. That means it'll be interspersed with other stuffs, but we have lots and lots of stuff for Christmas. And we shall maybe not have so much of Christmas spectacularity as a massive Christmassy. But remember, we have zombie reindeer, not just the normal boring stuff you find in other places. And here it be.
Oh, I tell you, Bobby, one thing I'm thankful for. Well, two things. High explosives and good Gatling gun. I finally get the Thanksgiving seagull so I can prepare the big meal. Anyway, I sings now. Come a little bit closer. Hear what I has to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. But there's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing in the light. We know where the music's playing. Let's go out and feel the night. 'Cause I still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. 'Cause I still in love with you. On this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I watch you from afar. When we was lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing high. I wanna celebrate, see it shining in your eye. 'Cause I still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. 'Cause I still in love with you. On this harvest moon.
Well, I do believe we've been tortured well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.